Hello everyone, it's me, Spine77, and I'm back with another Five Nights at Freddy's video. Now, first of all, I want to say that I am a little bit sick. I don't really feel well, so I might sound like really tired throughout the video, so I'm super sorry. It's just, yeah, I've not been really feeling well lately. But yeah, aside from that, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out. Oh my god, it was crazy. So today I'm going to be talking about the post-credit scene of the film. Now, obviously, this video will contain spoilers, so, if you haven't watched the film yet, go watch it. It's amazing, and then come back to this video. So, yeah, Springtrap. He was in the post-credit. So, yeah, in the post-credit scene, we see three dudes coming up to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and they say, like, get any nostalgic thing you can find, and, yeah, they try to find nostalgic items, and then one of the guys stumble across something, specifically something, and then, he says, I found one, a real one, and then, it shows Springtrap. It's so hyped, man. But, yeah, a lot of people have been a little confused by this. They have some complaints, and, I decided I should make a video on explaining what's really going on this post-credit. How is Springtrap coming back? Why is he coming back? What's going on with his design and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So, first of all, I kind of want to talk about some of the, references you might have missed in this scene. So, first of all, like I said, the person who finds Springtrap says, I found one, a real one. Now, this is a direct reference to Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the game. On night 2, I believe, Phone Guy gives you a call, and he's like, you're not gonna believe this, we found one, a real one, and he's actually talking about Springtrap in that. Here's the audio.
But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one. Gotta go, man.
So yeah, as you guys can see in the game, Phone Guy is referring to Springtrap as the real one because, there's no actual animatronics in FNAF 3 other than Springtrap, the rest are the phantoms. So yeah, Phone Guy here says he found a real animatronic, and yeah, it's Springtrap, and they did a direct reference to this in the film. And then I've seen some people confused, like, why are these guys in, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? Why are they looking for nostalgic stuff? Why are they, stealing Springtrap? Well, basically the explanation to that is actually in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 as well. So pretty much Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place in a horror attraction called Fazbear's Fright. So basically, Fazbear's Fright is a horror attraction that was made to reminisce the events in the original FNAF 1 game in the pizzeria. And yeah, it's like a haunted house kind of attraction, and yeah, the guys we see here are probably planning to operate Fazbear's Fright, so they're trying to get any nostalgic item that they can use in the attraction, and they find Springtrap, which is obviously, that would be a perfect prop for them in the attraction. So, yeah, I believe that's what they're referring to, and, that's what they're trying to do here. So, yeah, this third film is probably going to be Five Nights at Freddy's 3. But again, then we also did see Circus Baby, so I really don't know. It's either going to be FNAF 3 or Sister Location, or maybe both. That would be really cool. So, and then another thing is that I've seen a lot of people complain about the design of Springtrap. They say it's not accurate to the game model, it's not as green as it should be, which, you know, you can clearly see here. I brightened up the image, and yeah, he's pretty much just, you know, dark yellow, not really green like how he was in the game. And yeah, I can kind of understand you guys, like, yeah, it's not accurate to the game, but then if it was accurate to the game, it wouldn't have made sense. Let me explain myself. So for this, we're gonna have to take a look at the books of Five Nights at Freddy's. The books are a whole rabbit hole that you probably shouldn't get into, like it will confuse you a lot for the lore, but for this video I'm going to talk about them a little bit. So there's a trilogy of the FNAF novels, and they start with the Silver Eyes, and then the Twisted Ones, and the Fourth Closet. So yeah, I'm going to talk about that trilogy for this video. In the first novel, The Silver Eyes, at the end, William does get spring-locked in the Spring Bonnie suit and is dragged away into a room by the animatronics, just like in the first film. And then in the sequel to that novel, The Twisted Ones, the main characters Charlie and Jessica go back to Freddy's to, I don't know, I guess, give it a visit. I really don't remember that much. But yeah, they go back and they come across the dead body of William inside the Spring Bonnie suit. It's rotting inside a room. He's not, you know, like not alive. It's just him in the suit. He's just rotting there in the corner. Now, if I recall right, there's only a 2-year gap between the Silver Eyes and Twisted Ones. And like I said, William got spring-locked in the Silver Eyes, and then he becomes Springtrap later in the second novel. So there's only 2-year gap between him getting spring-locked and then him being reincarnated as Springtrap. And his design in the novels is actually like the game model, but he's not green. Instead, he's again this yellowish color, just like the Spring Bonnie suit. And then, if we take a look at the game universe, William got spring-locked in the Spring Bonnie suit in 1993. And then we see him waking up as Springtrap for the first time in FNAF 3, which takes place in 2023. Which means there was a 30-year gap between him getting spring-locked and being reincarnated as Springtrap. And then if we look at the game Springtrap design, it's all yellow, gross, really rotting beast, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. William was in that suit, rotting in there for 30 years in the games. That's why he looks like this. But if we take a look at the novels, he was only in that suit for 2 years until he got reincarnated. And the same thing goes for the movie universe as well. The second film takes place 1 year after the first film, and he gets spring-locked in the first film, and now he's gonna get reincarnated in the second film. And there's only a 1-year gap, so obviously he's not gonna look the same, you know. There's a huge gap between 1 year and 30 years. So yeah, so I believe that's the reason why he's not like green, not like super accurate to the games. Because yeah, I mean, obviously he's only been in that suit for 1 year. So he's obviously gonna look, you know, not that rotten compared to the game model. So yeah, I hope that answered all of your questions. That's all I could figure out from the post-credit myself. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. Now yeah, that's the end for this video, but I also wanted to mention that I am going to be making a whole review for the second film. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I don't want to like promise a specific date. Like my guess would be like next week, probably at best. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you guys in a later video, and bye bye.